Hello everyone, I am Ajay. Welcome back to Let Us Learn. This is your online classroom. I hope you are using this platform to continue your learning. Let us continue our journey with vocabulary, one of the most important areas in learning English. Before begin our today's session, let us take few minutes to quickly revise what we have learned on this topic in the previous sessions. So, vocabulary is a part of CCP third semester syllabus. Why should we learn new words? Or why should we improve vocabulary? As we have discussed. So, learning vocabulary or learning new words is an important area in learning English. By improving vocabulary, we can express our feelings or thoughts effectively, clearly, as you know. And also, learning new words sharpens your thinking. And also, we can improve our advantage of using English effectively. So that's why we need to improve our vocabulary. We have to learn new words. So then you may ask, how can we learn vocabulary? How can we improve vocabulary? So there are different ways are there. As we have discussed, there is no hard and fast tool to learn new words. There are different ways, and we have recognized 4 ways how to improve our vocabulary. So what are those? Yes, using a dictionary regularly, that is one area. Second one, learning root words. Third one, learning the use and meaning of prefixes and suffixes, and learning one word substitutes. So these are the 4 areas we have identified to improve our vocabulary or to learn new words, and we discussed each topic in the previous sessions. Okay, first one, using the dictionary regularly. As you know, what is a dictionary? Yes, dictionary is a reference book. It contains a list of words. So every language has its own dictionary. Dictionary is a list of words. So by referring dictionary, we can learn new words. So there are different features are there. So what are the main features of the dictionary? So by learning dictionary, we learn meanings of the words. This is the primary feature of the dictionary, any dictionary. It may be English dictionary, Telugu dictionary, any other language dictionary. We can learn meanings. So coming to English, so meaning, we can learn meaning or meanings, as we had discussed. Same word has different meanings. Okay, we can learn different meanings of the words. Word is same, but it has different meanings. Okay, the same word may be used as a noun sometimes. Same word may be used as an adjective, and same word may be used as a verb. So based on the part of speech, okay, based on the duty of the word, it has different meanings. We have discussed with multiple exams. That is the first feature of the dictionary. So by learning new meanings, we can improve our vocabulary. Next feature is word class. Word class means, as you know, yes, part of speech, what the word does in a sentence. So based on that duty, we can call it as a parts of speech. Same word may be used as a noun sometimes adjective, sometimes a verb. Okay, so by referring dictionary, we can know the parts of speech of the word. Next, spellings. As you know, same words, has different spellings, so based on the um, category. So for example, British English, as you know, coming to English, British English, American English. So some words are different spellings in British English, and spelling is different from American English. Same word that has different spellings. For example, color. Okay, as we have seen. Next, pronunciation. This is the most important areas in learning English, especially speaking. Pronunciation is most important because English is not our mother tongue. It is our other tongue. It is not our mother tongue. It is other tongue. So we want to speak English like the natives. We must focus on pronunciation. How to pronounce the word. So by referring dictionary, so we can learn the phonetics or pronunciation of the word, because in every good dictionary phonetic transcription is there. So by learning phonetic symbols, so we can learn how to pronounce the word, then only we can speak English as natives. That is one of the main feature of the dictionary. Next one, word stress. This is also an important areas in improving our speaking skills. So word stress. What is word stress? Yes, word stress means in a word we give stress on some syllables. As you know, word is a combination of syllables. In some words we give stress on first syllable, and sometimes give on middle syllable, sometimes give on and the last syllable. So based on that you can give stress, then only we can speak as natives. So by observing dictionary we can find the word stress where we have to give stress. Next one, usage. That is the most important areas in learning English. Like pronunciation, usage is also important. Always keep in mind. So not only memorizing the definition of the words, that is not learning vocabulary, learning new words. Not only memorizing the words, but also we have to focus on how to use the word in sentence, in writing or in speaking. Usage is most important. So by referring dictionary, by using dictionary, we can find the usage of the word, because every good dictionary have some examples how the word is used. So some examples of sentences may be given in that dictionary. That is important aspect. Next one is synonyms and antonyms. As you know, synonyms and antonyms are the word relations. Okay, synonyms. What are synonyms? Yes, synonyms means those are words that have similar meanings. Similar meanings. So by referring dictionary, we can find the similar meanings of the words. So in that way we can improve our vocabulary. Antonyms. So these are opposite meanings of the word. By referring a good dictionary, we can find antonyms of the word. Okay, in this way we can improve our vocabulary. And collocations. You know, collocations means some words always go together. So by learning collocations, then we can use English as native speakers. We can use in speaking and writing. So these are the good features of a dictionary. By referring all these things, we can improve our vocabulary. This is the first area what we have focused. We learned with good examples and some exercises. Now second area is learning root words. So you know root words. Root word means a simple form of a word or part of a word without using prefix and suffix. That is a root word. as we have discussed. Now English is a global language. How it became global language? Because it borrowed many words from other languages. So in English, root words are borrowed from other languages like Greek, Latin, French, German. Like it takes words from all languages. Okay, so by learning root words, we can improve our vocabulary. Next one is learning the use and meanings of prefixes and suffixes. This is also one of the important area to improve our vocabulary. You know what is prefix and what is suffix? Yes, prefixes. Those are fragment of words. The fragment may be a letter, sometimes a group of letters. The fragment of word that adds before a word or in front of a word, that is prefix. Prefix is a word fragment added in front of a word, that is prefix. And suffix. Suffix is a word fragment added at the end of a word, that is suffix. So in our session, so we have seen different prefixes and suffixes. They are taken from Greek and Latin. We have learned prefixes of Greek and Latin, and we have learned suffixes of Greek and Latin, and we have also observed example of the prefixes and suffixes, how the meaning is changed. By using prefix and suffix, the word meaning will be changed. We have identified. That is also one of the important area. By learning prefix and suffixes and by learning their usage and meanings, we can learn new words. Next one is one word substitutes. Already we have seen one word substitutes in the last session. Okay, what is a one word substitute? That is a word replaces group of words. Instead of using group of words, we use one word, that is one word substitute. So by using one word substitutes, we can save time and we can express our feelings effectively like natives. So that is also one of the important areas in learning new words or improving vocabulary. These are the 4 types: by using a dictionary, learning root words, learning use and meanings of prefixes and suffixes, and learning one word substitutes. These 4 areas are most important to improve our vocabulary. Okay. Today we will focus on word relationships. Word relationships. Okay, this is also knowing about vocabulary. In some ways, words are like families, as we have discussed. Word family, word class, like words are like families. Just as there are different relationships among the members of the family, like there are relationship between among words. So everyone has family. In family, there are relationship between family members. Like that, words also have relationship, like synonyms and antonyms. So what is a synonym? A synonym is a word that has similar meaning. That is also relationship. Synonyms also a word relationship. And antonyms. So antonym, what is the antonym? Yes, antonym is a word that has opposite meaning. That is one type of relationship. Synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms, similar meanings. Antonyms, opposite meanings. Like synonyms, antonyms, and the 3 relationships are there. Those are homonyms, homographs, and homophones. In today's class, we will focus on these 3 areas: homonyms, homographs, and homophones. We'll observe the relationship between the words. Okay. First, let us focus on homonyms. What is a homonym? Observe, homo means, already in root words we learned in the root words, homo means like, similar. Okay, homonyms. Homonyms means words that have same spellings and same pronunciation but different meanings. Observe, homonyms, words that have same spelling and same pronunciation but have different meanings. Those are called homonyms. Note it down. Homonyms are words that have same spellings and same meanings. Same spellings and same pronunciation but have different meanings. Those are called homonyms. For example, let us see. I wanted to lie. First sentence. Next one. I wanted to lie down. Observe these two sentences. I wanted to lie. I wanted to lie down. So observe the word lie. Lie. In both the sentences, spelling is same spelling. Pronunciation is also same in both cases. In both sentences we call it as lie. Okay. I wanted to lie. I wanted to lie down. And observe the meaning. So meanings are different. I want to lie means say something that is not true, false. Okay, that is not true. Okay, I wanted to lie. Observe the meaning. The spelling is same and meanings are different. So observe these two examples. I wanted to lie. Here lie means say something that is not true. And in second sentence, I wanted to lie down. Here same, spelling is same and pronunciation also same. Lie down. Here what is the lie means here? Assuming a reclined position, lie down. Okay, lie down on a bench, on bed, taking rest. Okay, I wanted to lie and I wanted to lie down. In the two examples, lie is a same spelling and same pronunciation, but the meaning is different in both the sentences. In the first sentence, lie means say something that is not true. In the second one, lie means taking rest or reclining position. Okay, let us see some more examples. Homonyms. For example, you must not always bank on him. Observe, you must not always bank on him. Second sentence, she withdrew money from a bank. She withdrew money from a bank. Next one, I sat on the bank and watched boats sail by. I sat on the bank and watched boats sail by. Observe the three sentences. Observe the bold letter. What is bold word? What is that? Bank. Bank. B-A-N-K. Bank. Observe in all these three sentences, the word bank is same. The spelling is same. And pronunciation is also same. Bank. Bank spelling and pronunciation same. Now observe the difference. First one, you must not always bank on him. Here bank, what does the mean? Bank, rely on, depend on. You must not always depend on him, rely on him. Here bank means depend on, rely on. That is the meaning of the word bank. So same word, how the meaning has changed. She withdrew money from a bank. Observe, same spelling and pronunciation also same. She withdrew money from a bank. So what is the meaning here? Bank means here, that is a noun. withdraw money from a bank, a financial institution. It may be SBI, it may be Bank of Baroda, it may be Andhra Bank, like that. Bank, that means a financial institution. So in the first example, you must not always bank on him. Your bank means depend on, rely on. But in the second example, she withdraw money from the bank. Here bank means here financial institution. Next, third example, third sentence. I sat on the bank and watched boats sail by. I sat on the bank. So here observe. A bank means I sat on the bank and watched boats sail by. Okay. Here bank means sloping land beside a river or beside a water body. It may be a river, it may be a stream, it may be a canal. Sloping body, sloping land, that is called bank. So here same word is bank. So in all these three examples, the spelling is same and the pronunciation is also same, but meanings is different. So this is a homonyms. Okay, bank. First example, bank means depend on or rely on. In the second sentence, she withdraw money from the bank. Here bank means a financial institution. Third sentence, I sat on the bank and watched boat sail by. Here bank means sloping land beside a water body. Next, let us see some other examples. He was fair skinned. It was a fair deal. It was not a fair deal. We visited the fair. The performance was fair. Observe these four sentences. He was fair skinned. It was not a fair deal. We visited fair. Her performance was fair. Here observe the word fair. So in all the sentences, the spelling is same, fair, and pronunciation is also same, fair, but meaning is changed from sentence to sentence. In the first sentence, he was fair skin. Here fair means lightly colored, that is color. Fair skin means color. Here lightly colored. Second one, it was not a fair deal. Not fair. Okay, that means cheated. Okay, free from bias or deception. Not fair deal. Cheated like. Next, we visited the fair. Here observe fair. Fair means here exhibition or a show. Okay, we visited the fair. We visited the exhibition. Okay. Next one, our performance was fair. Here same word but meaning is different. Our performance was fair, that means our performance was slightly above average quality. Here meaning is different. In the four sentences, the word fair is same spelling and same pronunciation, but meaning is different. So these are homonyms. Next one, it suits my needs. It suits my needs. I wore my best suit. I brought a suit against him. Observe these three sentences. It suits my needs. I wore my best suit and I brought the suit against him. Here observe the word suit. Same spelling and same pronunciation. So meanings are different. The first one, I shoot my needs. Here means, what is shoot means here? Be acceptable to. It shoots my needs. It is acceptable to my needs. That is the meaning. It is something. It is acceptable to my needs. Here shoot means be acceptable to. Next one, I wore my best suit. Here wore, that means clothes. Here suit means set of garments, set of clothes. Okay, clothes. Next, I brought a suit against him. Here suit means legal proceedings. So in court, I brought a suit against him. Here suit means legal proceedings. So observe the three sentences. Word is shoot, but it has different meanings. same pronunciation, same spelling but different meanings. So in first sentence it is be acceptable to, second one a set of governments, yes should, third one should legal proceedings. Okay, let us see another example of homonyms. The thief could easily scale the wall. The thief could easily scale the wall. The patient stood on the scale. The patients stood on the scale. They were ranked on a scale of 10. The map was not to scale. Here, 4 sentences are there. What is the common word? Scale. Scale is a word. It has same spelling and same pronunciation in all these sentences, but have different meanings in each of them. First one, the thief could easily scale the wall. Here, what is the meaning of scale? Scale means get on the top of the wall. The thief could easily get on the top of the wall. Here, scale means get on the top of. Next one, the patient stood on the scale. Here, observe, he stood on the scale means, here scale means weighing instrument. Here, different meaning. Next one, they were ranked on a scale of 10. 1 to 10 scale, rankings. Okay, ranking scale, A plus, like that. Here scale means a standard reference. Yes, scale means standard reference. Next, the map was not to scale. We are talking about maps. So in social studies we have different maps are there. World maps, state maps, country maps. So maps. Here what is the scale means? Relation between the actual size and its image. That is scale. Okay. Yes, scale is a word. It has same meanings. Same spelling and same pronunciation in all these 4 sentences, but has different meanings. So these are homonyms. Next example, homonyms. We need someone to lead the team. The police are following a lead. She lost her lead in the final round. Observe these 3 sentences. Lead is the same word, but it is the same spelling and same pronunciation, different meaning. In the first one, we need someone to lead the team. Here lead means be in charge of. Leader, be in charge of. Lead. Next one, the police are following a lead. Here lead means evidence pointing to be possible solution. Here lead means an evidence pointing to possible solution. So they search for leads to solve the case. Next one, she lost her lead in the final round. Here related to sports. Lead means advantage held by a competitor. Here lead has different meanings. Okay, this is all about homonyms. Homonyms are words that have same spelling and same pronunciation but different meanings. Next, let us focus on another word relationship, that is homographs. So what are homographs? Homographs are words that have same spellings but different pronunciation and meaning. Graph, graph means writing. Homograph, those are words that have same spelling. Spelling is same but pronunciation and meaning are different. Observe the difference between homonyms and homographs. Homonyms, spelling and pronunciation is same, meanings are different. Here homographs, spelling is same but meaning and pronunciation is different. Let us see some examples. The wind is strong tonight. The wind is strong tonight. I forget to wind my watch. I forget to wind my watch. Observe the spelling, pronunciation and meaning. First one, the wind is strong tonight. Here wind. Spelling is same in both the sentences. W-I-N-D. Spelling is same, but pronunciation. The wind is strong tonight. Pronunciation wind. Okay, like pin, bin, win, wind. Wind means here what is the meaning? Moving air. The wind is strong tonight. So, pronunciation is win, we, wind, pin, bin, wind. What is the meaning of wind here? Moving air. Moving air. That is wind. Observe the second example. I forget to wind my watch. I forget to wind my watch. Here observe the pronunciation. Wind. In the first sentence it is wind. Second sentence pronunciation is wind. So in both the sentences the spelling is same but meanings and pronunciation are different. The first one wind, that means air. Second sentence wind, pronunciation is wind. We have to pronounce as wind. But what is the meaning of wind? Wind means twist. Okay, a spiral or coil around. Okay, I twist my watch. Okay, I forget to wind my watch. Observe the meanings and pronunciation of the same word. Wind, wind. Let us see some examples. The pie was made of lead. The pie was made of lead. Global warming will lead to climate change. Global warming will lead to climate change. Observe the word. That is bold word. First sentence lead. The pie was made of lead. The global warming will lead to climate change. Yes, spelling is same in the both the sentences, but pronunciation different, meaning different. What is the pronunciation of the first one? Lead. The pie was made of lead. Lead means a type of metal, lead. Next, global warming will lead to climate change. Here lead. First one lead. Here lead. Lead means result in. Global warming will lead to climate change. Okay. Observe the pronunciation and meaning of the word. L-E-A-D. In first sentence we call lead. Here lead. Meanings are different. Next, I watched the movie live. I watched the movie live. Next one, I live in Hyderabad. I live in Hyderabad. Observe the bold word. L-I-V-E. Spelling is same in both the examples. I watched the movie live. I live in Hyderabad. Observe the pronunciation and meanings. First one, I watched the movie live. How to pronounce here? Live. Live means that is going on, being performed while hearing or viewing, watching. That is live. It's not recorded. Okay. We watch live cricket matches. That is live match, not recorded. Okay. I watched the match live. Live pronunciation. Observe the pronunciation live. Here live means being performed while listening or viewing. Live news channels. Live news. Okay. Here I live in Hyderabad. Here how to pronounce the word live. Previous one live. Here previous year live. Live live. Observe the pronunciation. I live in Hyderabad. Live means here to inhabit. To inhabit. I live in Hyderabad. So pronunciation and meanings are different. Next example. She refused to bow down before the queen. She refused to bow before the queen. The archer picked up his bow. The archer picked up his bow. Okay. Observe the pronunciation of the word. Spelling is same. BOW. Okay, in the first sentence we call it as bow. Bow. Okay, she refused to bow before the queen. Second one, the archer picked up his bow. Here bow. Okay, first one, bow means here to lower one's head in respect before the queens and kings and before higher officials. That is a token of respect. Okay, we bow down our head. Bow. Okay, she refused to bow before the queen. The archer picked up his bow. Here bow, that is a weapon for shooting arrows. Here bow. Okay, observe the pronunciation and meanings of the word. Spelling is same, but meaning and pronunciation is different. Next example, she didn't shed a single tear. You know tears. Okay, she didn't shed a single tear. Second one, don't tear the paper. Don't tear the paper. So observe the word TEAR. Spelling is same in both the sentences. The meaning and pronunciation is different. First sentence we call it as tear or tears. She didn't shed a single tear. Tear means here liquid produced by the eyes when one is cries. Tears, as you know. Second one, don't tear the paper. Here tear. First one tear. Here tear. Pronunciation is different. Okay, don't tear the paper. Tear means here to separate by force. Here spelling is same but meanings and pronunciation is different. Next one, don't waste paper. Don't waste paper. Okay, here she tried to sash around her waist. Here observe, this is another word relationship. As of now we have focused on two word relationships. That is first one, homonyms. Homonyms means that words same spelling, same pronunciation but different meaning. Those are homonyms. Okay, spelling and pronunciation is same but meaning is different. That is homonyms. Next one is homographs. Spelling is same but pronunciation and meanings are different. Those are homographs. In homographs spelling is same but meaning and pronunciation is different. Now let us focus on homophones. As you know, homo means similar, alike. Phone means already we have discussed. Phone, that is also root word. Phone means sound. Homophones. Homophones means words that have same pronunciation but different spellings and different meanings. Is observed on different. Here homophones are words that have same pronunciation. Pronunciation is same but spelling and meanings are different. In homophones pronunciation is same but have different meanings and different spellings. Let us see the example. She don't waste paper. She tied a sash around her waist. Observe, pronunciation is same, waist, but spelling is different and meaning is different. Don't waste paper. Here waste means to spend thoughtlessly. Spelling waste, waste. Okay, spelling waste. And what is the meaning? To spend thoughtlessly. And she tied a sash around her waist. Here also waist, pronunciation same as previous one but spelling is different. Waist. What is the waist meaning? Part of body between ribs and hips, you know. So she tied a sash. Sash means some article, okay, some band, okay. She tied a sash around her waist. So observe that this example. In these two sentences, the pronunciation is same, waist, both the sentences, but the spelling is different and their meanings are different. So those words are called as homophones. W-A-S-T-E, W-I-S-T, waist. Pronunciation same, but meanings and spellings are different. So these two words are called as homophones. Let us see another one. She rode her bike down the road. Observe in one sentence. She rode her bike down the road. Road, pronunciation same, but observe the meaning. She rode her bike down the road. Here R-O-D-E, R-O-A-D, two words are there. R-O-D-E and R-O-A-D. Spellings are different and meanings are different, but pronunciation is same. That is road. R-O-D-E means travel, ride, past tense of ride. Ride, road. Okay, road means travel. She traveled her bike down the road. Here R-O-A-D. Spelling is different from R-O-D-E. Road means a street or a way. She traveled her bike down the street or down the way, highway, like. Okay, observe this example. R-O-D-E, R-O-A-D. Spelling different, meaning different, but pronunciation is same. That is road. Next one. Our principal is a lady of great principle. Our principal is a lady of great principle. Here observe. Principal. Pronunciation is same, but spelling different and meaning different. These two words. Principal, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L and P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E. Observe the spelling is different. Meaning also different. Our principal means here chief, head of college, a chief of the college or school. Okay. Our principal is a lady of great principle. Here P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E. Principle, that means value, standard. She always maintains standards. Okay, like these two words are called as homophones. Same pronunciation but different meanings and different spellings. Let us see another one. I am bored of board games. Observe this one. I am bored of board games. Pronunciation same. B-O-A-R-E-D spelling and B-O-R-E-D. Two spellings. First one B-O-R-E-D, that means tired, fed up. I am bored of board games. Bored of means I am tired of or I am fed up. Board games. Board, board. Chess board, like a sheet. B-O-A-R-D. Pronunciation is same, but spellings and meanings are different. This is another example. I bored of board games. Bored, same pronunciation, spelling in first word B-O-R-E-D, second word B-O-A-R-D. So meanings also different. First one B-O-R-E-D, bored, that means tied up, tired or fed up. Second word B-O-A-R-D, board, that means sheet. Okay, like let us see one more example. There in their garden over there. There in their garden over there. Yeah, there. Observe, there. Pronunciation same. Here they are, that is contrasted. Short form is there. They are, that is a full word. Contrasted word is there. there in their garden of, there in their garden over there, there in their garden over there, there. So same pronunciation, but there are three words are there, same pronunciation but different spellings and different meanings. Okay, there, first one, there means they are, spelling is different, meaning is also different. Second word, there, THEIR, spelling is different. There, as you know, that is a possessive preposition. Okay, next, there, THERE, place. So observe these three words, there. Pronunciation is same, but their spelling is different, meanings also different. So these three words are called as homophones. Okay, so this is the word relationship. So what did we focus on today's class? We discussed about word relationships is a part of vocabulary. As you know, learning vocabulary is an important area in learning English, both in speaking and writing, and we have discussed different ways of how to improve our vocabulary in previous sessions. In today's session, we focused on word relationship like antonyms and synonyms. So homonyms, homographs and homophones, these are also word relationships. So first one, homonyms. What are homonyms? Homonyms are words that have same spelling, same pronunciation but different meanings. Those are called homonyms. Next, homographs. You know, homo is a root word. Homo means alike. Graph, that is also root word. Graph means right. Homographs, same spelling but different pronunciation and different meanings. Those are called homographs. We have observed with a couple of examples. Homographs are words that have same spelling. Spelling is same, but pronunciation is different and meaning also different. Those words are called as homographs. Next, relationship, that is homophones. You have homo, that is a root word, means alike, same. Phone, that is also root word. Phone means sound. So homophones are words that sound same. Sound means here pronunciation. Pronunciation is same, but spelling and meanings are different. Those words are called as homophones. Homophones, a group words that have same pronunciation. Their sound is same, but their meanings and spelling are different. Those are called as homophones. This is all about word relationships. Okay, let us quickly wind up. Thanks for watching this video. In the next class, we'll meet with another topic. Signing off.